China is home to more than 1.3 billion people. South Korea has more than 48 million, and Japan counts more than 127 million consumers. Three nations in Asia, each with its own unique culture and food traditions, and each presenting different challenges and opportunities for U.S. beef and pork exports. With strong sales today and growth potential for the future, Asia is vitally important to the profitability of U.S. beef and pork producers. That's why the officer team of the U.S. Meat Export Federation spent 2 weeks gaining firsthand experience with USMEF programs in China, Korea, and Japan.
Well, we've seen a lot of different things, I guess, all the way from the meat trade, the importers, onto the retail outlets, restaurants, food service. We've had some interaction with some consumer panels. We've really got a good broad scope of, I think, of all the activities of USMEF.
We've had a very full schedule the last 2 weeks between China, Korea, and now Japan. And we have basically visited all segments of the industry. We've visited producers, we visited processors, retailers, and there is tremendous interest in U.S. products.
MEF has a very professional staff that gets out and gets the job done. They go out and promote our product, show the people around in these countries that we do have such a really reliable, safe product, and that's what we need to do.
Basically, having the USMEF officers here in Asia, I think, has been a golden opportunity for our officers. It's also been a very good opportunity for MEF to showcase what we're doing in these markets, and I think the complexity and the reach of our programs, from market access, trade policy, to promotion, to seminars, to educational activities. They've been able to see the whole gamut of what we do.
Seeing all USMEF does in Asia with USDA and producer checkoff dollars is an eye-opening experience. In China, much of the opportunity for U.S. meat is still in the future. The officer team discussed access issues for U.S. beef and pork with government officials in Beijing and attended the World Pork Conference in Qingdao, where USMEF Chairman John Kaspers was a featured speaker.
China certainly has a significant role in pork production in the world. They represent about half of the world production of pork, and they feed a population of about 1.3 billion people. And being here, just seeing the demand for food, the growth in the economy, just the sheer size of it makes it by far the leading market for growth in the world today.
Their diet, they want to have more protein in their diet. We're seeing this going on all over China. So I think in China it's untold, the possibilities and the potentials in China. Again, we need to get in there now because the competition, every country that basically has beef or pork is working to be a factor in that market today.
In Korea, where the market is open to U.S. beef and pork, the officers met with leading buyers and traders and visited key retailers such as Costco and E-Mart, where they found Korean consumers tasting samples of U.S. beef.
Actually, E-Mart is the #1 leading stores in Korean market, and it's very important to find a successful partner to be successful in this market. And what we are doing here in E-Mart is having a tasting promotion because we want to maximize the opportunity for Korean consumer to experience U.S. beef quality and taste.
USMEF is also working to promote U.S. beef in Korean barbecue restaurants. And earlier this year, a popular new steak restaurant opened in Seoul, the first to offer only U.S. prime beef.
Yes, what we're using is USDA prime meat only. Actually, I'm the steak lover, and the thing is in Korea, Seoul, that I haven't tasted the best steak yet. So what I decided is, why not? I make my own, so I can eat steak every night.
You know, we have a mature beef market in the United States, and here you have a developing and a tremendously growing beef market. The opportunity for U.S. beef checkoff dollars, in my mind, right now is in the international marketplace.
There's tremendous interest exuded all over North Asia, whether it's China, Japan, Korea, to access more of our product. They want to utilize our product. They're very, very pleased with our product. They know the profitability of our product.
As the team moved to Japan, they joined a group of journalists in honoring top chefs who created winning recipes using U.S. pork.
Our team visiting here had the opportunity to take a look and sample some of the recipes of a contest that was held here at the hotel earlier, a pork dish contest, and the top 3 winners were here. It was a great event, a great tasting. We had an opportunity to thank and reward those chefs that participated.
U.S. pork was also the focus at a major USMEF pork seminar in Tokyo that reached more than 300 traders and retailers with valuable information and the opportunity to sample U.S. pork prepared in dozens of different ways.
It was very successful. I got a lot of great comments from the traders. I met a lot of them, and they all appreciate our product and want more of it. So it was a very worthwhile event.
Another unique experience was the opportunity to meet with a panel of 6 Japanese women, consumers who shared their opinions about U.S. beef and pork. Over time, the views of these Japanese consumers have changed.
I usually bought only domestic beef and pork until I knew this association. I totally changed my mind to buy American meat now.
I was very impressed from all 6 of the consumers that they were actually very familiar and very confident in U.S. beef, and I think would probably buy more if we had the market more open than it is. They're very knowledgeable. They were very open, and I think that it spoke very highly of what the work that USMEF is doing here in Japan, just because of their understanding of the product and their confidence in the U.S. beef.
USMEF is also tapping into technology by developing relationships with bloggers, independent internet journalists who now have a vast, growing audience.
We're doing this because blogger is becoming a huge thing in Japan right now. The largest site which these ladies belong to has over 5 million bloggers. So it's very popular right now. And by having these bloggers talk about American beef on their blogs, we hope to achieve better understanding on American beef.
The bloggers go on and they show our products and they cook them right there on the blog, and then they show them what it is and they tell them how good it is, and that is building confidence within the housewives, and then they go out and buy our products. It's an extremely useful tool and tactic to get our products moving over here.
Working with bloggers helps drive interest in U.S. beef and pork recipes, and in turn gives consumers the confidence to choose U.S. meat when they shop. USMEF has the retail side in Japan covered as well, with aggressive in-store promotions for U.S. pork and beef.
There are consumers here tasting the samples and buying the beef. We've been watching it happen here. This is the second store today. This is an example of great potential of U.S. beef sales here in Tokyo, Japan. The only limiting factor here is the fact that we can only ship cattle that are 20 months or younger. Buyer after buyer has told us that we need to get the age limit up to 30 months so they can buy more beef. They can sell all the beef they can get their hands on right now.
In Japan, when I was meeting with buyers from around the country, their biggest concern is they want our product and can't get it. And I had several of them talk to me and say, what can we do to get our governments together and get our product into this country? And that is encouraging when the people of Japan are pushing to get our product.
That was a key takeaway message for the USMEF officer team. Now is the time for the U.S. to sharpen its focus on exports and fight for greater market access in Asia, because those exports are a vital way to drive profit potential for U.S. beef and pork producers.
A lot of the margins, a lot of the dollars that come to U.S. producers really originate right here in Japan, and so I think it's extremely important that we continue to focus on this market to promote U.S. beef and pork in Japan.
I mean, when you combine Japan and Korea and the potential in China, it is unbelievable, the potential here. We just have to work at it hard and get these markets open as soon as possible for U.S. products.
The biggest thing I can see is the opportunity that we have in these foreign countries. The opportunity is huge for us to be able to export large volumes of meat over here. And if we can just get the government to work with the governments over here and get the access issue taken care of, we have all kinds of opportunities to get into these marketplaces and hopefully make our business back home profitable again.
For every pound of product that we sell overseas, frankly, that is sold for more than we would sell in the United States or would be selling in the United States. So everything we do internationally is bringing upward pressure on the whole price complex in the U.S. This is very, very important. And so the more that we export, the more profitable it's going to be for U.S. producers. It's just the winning formula as far as profitability for the industry.